And a wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Hopefully you're enjoying that as the parade just gets underway. So glad you're joining us. There you see Chief Meteorologist from 6 News, Andy Anderson, holding the Texas flag as part of the Bell County Sheriff's Posse. Great to see him leading the charge and getting this parade open again today, Leslie.
Absolutely, and the Sheriff's Posse is escorting Sheriff Lang. The posse was established in 1967 as a nonprofit corporation designed to support the Sheriff's Department and local law enforcement, and it's one of the things I love seeing the most. Mostly just because I think it's great to see Andy out there being a full-on cowboy.
Andy pulled in for the 10 p.m. news last night, maybe at 9:30, and he brought his entire trailer. He was ready to go. All he had to do this morning was go pick up his horses and hitch these up. Of course, I know you're a big fan of the horses, Leslie, and he brought 4 of them today to be ridden by members of the Bell County Sheriff's Posse. So always a great tradition to begin this parade. And Leslie, great to be working with you again. This is a special anniversary for us. Today marks 3 years that we've been working together as co-anchors, and one of our first assignments was the parade we did 3 years ago.
It sure was. Last year, of course, the parade didn't happen because of the pandemic. We're glad to be back out here, and all the folks out there as well. When I was driving in about an hour and a half, a lot of people lining the parade route and down and just kind of trickling in.
Well, Belton, Texas, ranked one of the best places to fly your flag in America for a 4th of July parade. Of course, today is the 3rd of July, so we're kind of celebrating a 4th of July weekend, and we hope all of you have a healthy and prosperous 4th of July. And it does feel like, Leslie, we're making up for lost time since last year's parade was canceled. We couldn't get together. I think that's going to draw an especially large crowd out here today.
I think so, too. Now, we do want to thank some of our parade sponsors: CGI Technologies and Solutions, ProStar Rental, Vista Real Estate, KCEN, of course. You're watching us right now on KCEN. You're going to see some of your other KCEN familiar faces in the parade in a little while. CEFCO, HEB, Covington Real Estate, that is our parade awards sponsor. Temple Technology Services is the communications sponsor. We've also got In-House Systems, Encore Electric Delivery, the Wood Group of Fairway Independent Mortgage, Red Box of Central Texas, First Place Awards and Gifts, UMHB, and the City of Belton. So thank you to all of our parade sponsors. And they're out here just trying to make it the best parade possible.
In a minute, we'll just going here. I wanted to let everybody know that we have a new PA announcer this year. So if you're out at the parade, you're going to be hearing the wonderful voice of David Forrester. I reached out to David last night. I said, hey, how do you want to be addressed on 6 News? He said, call me Davey Baby. So Davey Baby is our PA announcer. But, Leslie, I think it's a good time to take a break here right before the parade gets going. So a quick timeout, and we'll be back with live coverage of the 4th of July parade right after this. You're watching the 4th of July parade on 6 News. Welcome back, everybody. So glad you're joining us for live coverage of the annual Belton 4th of July parade from lovely downtown Belton, right in front of the courthouse, and the Belton County Sheriff's Posse has moved on. Leslie, we're just about to get this parade fully underway.
And it's so exciting because it's been, I guess 2 years since we've been here. The 3rd of July, obviously the day we're celebrating, since July 4th falls on a Sunday, but it'll be a good time no matter what.
So, and we're so glad that you're joining us, and a special our viewers down in the Brazos Valley in the Bryan College Station area watching this simulcast on KAGS. And, Leslie, this is a lot of fun. We've been doing this parade here with 6 News for many, many years, and it's wonderful to see how it's grown and come out here every year and do it again.
How many years have you done it? Because I've done it with you for 3. I've done it, I think, a couple times with you. I maybe did it once with Doug, but you were doing it as a morning anchor for a while.
Yes, 14th year that we've been out here and done this. So, it's really added up, and the technology's come on so much better over the years. We invite people to live stream this parade now. And I remember we used to just do it bare bones. We set up a giant bucket, and one year we sat in the sun as we were lifted up above the parade as people were coming in underneath us. And I got a real bad sunburn that year. But other than that, we found a better location. We're right here in downtown. And as everybody comes by, we've got a multi-camera shoot here with 6 News and just a great production team, and we're delighted to bring it to you again.
And what I love, too, is that, we're up here on the balconies, and there's families behind us and in front of us. So if you see little bubbles behind us, there's a bubble blower behind us. And the other thing that I really love is just seeing everybody out here in their outfits, the patriotic outfits. I'm never anything but impressed by the amount of red, white, and blue that folks find to put on down here. Between Hugh Shine's red, white, and blue American flag shirt that he was wearing earlier today, and he'll be in the parade, so you'll see him. Little kids dressed up, dogs dressed up. I live to see the dogs dressed up.
Leslie,
obviously.
You'll be shocked to know that I've done a little research for today's parade.
No, not you, Chris.
And I am proud to report right on what you were talking about. 42% of all Americans report themselves and identify as massively patriotic.
Okay.
So I think that's a lot of the folks that we have out there today. If you find a way to dress your dog in the 4th of July decorum, I think you are massively patriotic. If you're not, your dog certainly becomes that way.
Exactly. You made your dog that way, even if you may not be. And lots of folks out here, I think, just enjoying it. Not as hot as it usually is. Certainly than I would care to have it be right now, but everybody's really just got smiles on their faces, very excited, fans blowing. A few masks out there, but most folks are just enjoying the parade route.
Andy told us that rain was severely in the possibility, but he thought we would get through this parade without any problems, and that is a real possibility. Now, we have some special interviews on the way that we'll be bringing you in just a few minutes. We are delighted to mention that today's Grand Marshal is Roscoe Harrison, a longtime employee at 6 News.
Yes.
I'm talking about all the way back into the 60s. He was there when George Herbert Walker Bush came through running for U.S. Senate.
Wow.
Told me a great story about having to do an interview with him. He remembers the LBJ days, when LBJ, of course, was massively involved in Texas politics and became president of the United States following the assassination of J. So he really is a living testament and monument to history of Central Texas, and the fact that he watched it through the eyes of a television employee and producer and morning anchor. He'd done everything at our station, is a real special treat for us, and we honor Roscoe today with him being Grand Marshal.
Absolutely.
I didn't know if you knew this or not, too, Leslie. 61 years ago today, we made our final change to the U.S. flag. So as we look around today and see all the flags, now the only change that's ever happened, it's changed 27 times, the only change has been the amount of stars.
Okay.
So as we've added states, we've had to continue to update. There's a push in Congress now by some to add 2 more states, Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. If that was the case, the flag would need to be changed again. The stripes have always remained at 13. But as far as the stars on the flag, since 1960, we've had the exact same. When Alaska and Hawaii were finally admitted to the Union, that rounded out our 50th, 49th, and 50th states and has given us the modern-day flag that you see today. I know you love these tidbits of information,
I do.
Leslie.
Tell me more, Chris. That's amazing. You did some great Googling, sir.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, nothing you at home can't do as well. So we invite you to stay with us today as we have more and more coverage of information and the stats and figures. I think now's a good time for our second break, Leslie. We're only going to be taking a couple breaks during this parade because we're going to be bringing you all the live coverage and all the action. So let's step away right now for our second break. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. You're watching the annual 4th of July parade from downtown Belton, Texas.
And welcome back to the annual Belton 4th of July Parade. Behind us, the Fort Hood Mounted Color Guard with the 1st Cavalry Division Horse Detachment just passed behind us. Did their little display, and this is the Brigadier General Brett G. Silva, along with his wife Lori and son Samuel. He is the Deputy Commander of the 1st Cavalry Division.
He made the joke earlier when he was giving his speech for the 9 o'clock ceremony that he was picked because he was the only one left on Fort Hood for a holiday weekend. Of course, that is not true. There were rumblings that he'll be sent to the Pentagon very soon. So, of course, Fort Hood, just a wonderful jumping off point and right to the Joint Chiefs of Staff, or very important positions, of course, in the U.S. military. So we're so delighted to have the base in our viewing area. And, of course, they're an integral part of Central Texas.
And I can hear it now.
79% of all Americans are completely supportive of the United States military. That's great.
I can start to hear them now coming down the street. It's the 1st Cavalry Band. Their New Orleans-style jazz band is who we are going to see. These guys are a blast to watch in concert. We have seen them at the Harker Heights Food and Wine Festival. I mean, they really bring the house down. I love these guys.
A guitar, some drums, a trombone, and some trumpets as a part of that band.
Give me goosebumps. Behind them, we've got a Fort Hood Humvee. Helping escort them. And you see now the sign walkers of the Belton Youth Advisory Commission carrying our parade sponsor sign. Emma Romer, Vice Chair, and Allison McBride.
And right behind that, you see the fire truck. It's the Belton Fire Corps. The representative is Deshaun Williams, and the Belton Fire Corps is a volunteer-based organization that allows community members to assist the Belton Fire Department with non-emergency tasks. By utilizing community support, this helps firefighters to be able to focus on operational duties. So it truly does take an entire city to keep everybody safe, keep the machines running on time, and make everything work so that they can best take care of the city.
And the Belton High cheerleaders are riding on top of that fire truck as well, holding signs like "We love our teachers, we love our doctors." A lot of support for the community today, for sure.
Way to see the ladies out there, looking great, all dressed in their festive attire.
And the cowboy boots.
Well, here comes our Grand Marshal of the parade right there in that sport utility, the gray one you're looking at. That is Roscoe Harrison. Our parade Grand Marshal is a Belton legend and hometown hero. Roscoe Harrison and his wife Sandra. Of course, Roscoe originally called Cameron home, so he has that love for the Fighting Yo. Roscoe was previously honored with the 2019 Belton Award. He's a graduate of Harris High School and has a career decade. And a end to all. Way to go, Roscoe. Always love his stories, always love visiting with him.
And the next entry behind them is the West Belton T.B. Harris Association, organization founded to promote the legacy of West Belton T.B. Harris School. There is the 2020 Beltonian Award nominee Marion Grayson and her husband Danny. It's in recognition of longtime achievement and volunteer service to the Belton community. Marion's a longtime public servant, having been on the Belton City Council from 04 to 14 and then mayor up until 2020.
And right there, the Mustang that you're looking at is the Belton Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year. We want to congratulate Misty Baker. Misty has distinguished herself as a highly valued servant leader in the community. Congratulations to her.
And just behind her was the 2020 Belton Area Chamber of Commerce Ambassador of the Year. That is Janine Giacomo. She is a realtor and an active servant leader in our community.
How about J.C. Alston? Right behind them in that blue truck that you're looking at. J.C., get this, Leslie, is now 98 years old from Troy, Texas. He was on the USS California the morning of December 7th, 1941, when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. He's representing the Pearl Harbor Survivors Association, Chapter 10 of Waco, along with 3 generations of his family. People taking their hat off as he comes by. He truly is a living legend. J.C. Alston, 98 years young.
All right, well, now we have our first float. Love seeing these guys. This is the Wood Group of Fairway. Buying a home can be stressful and intimidating. Believe me, I did it last year. The Wood Group of Fairway simplifies the mortgage process with the perfect mix of technology and human. With competitive rates, fast closing times, and a team dedicated to service. There they are with their float, looking beautiful. Got the Statue of Liberty. A home, of course, on front, which is very on brand.
What a great float, Leslie.
I know, great float.
They paper mache'd it, and the Statue of Liberty. I mean, that is just amazing. Right behind that beautiful float, you see the in-house cars. Their representative is Cody Shedd. In-house Systems is celebrating its 33rd year in Central Texas. Cody Shedd and the team of in-house provide professional security using the latest in intrusion technology, video surveillance with 24-hour monitoring that keeps an eye on your home and business 24 hours a day. I must say that, home security, Leslie, has become state-of-the-art here in the last few years. You can control everything from your phone and find out if anyone's at your home, whether you're there or whether you're away.
And you can even talk to your dogs through it.
And I know you do.
Well, behind them, U.S. Representative Texas 31, Congressman John Carter. And he says, Happy Independence Day to everyone.
Yeah, he's been the only congressman for that District 31. We'll see if that district remains after we do redistricting soon in Congress. Next up, State Representative Hugh Shine, the Texas House of Representatives. Representative Shine is our state representative who serves House District 55, and that includes the Belton Temple, Troy Academy, Rogers Holland, Bartlett, and Fort Hood area. And if you watch 6 News a lot, he's a common guest who we go to for opinions, and especially during the state session that just took place in the House.
And he's talked about the special session that they are saying they're going to call. And he is very patriotically dressed. Love that American flag shirt. Behind him, your current state senator and candidate for Texas Land Commissioner, Dr. Don Buckingham.
And you're looking at that Toyota pickup truck that's just behind. It's the gray one, and that is State Representative Brad Buckley. Brad Buckley proudly represents Bell and Lampasas counties in the Texas House and is thankful for his constituents' report, of course. And that brings us to Baylor Scott & White, Leslie, with logistics.
Yes, indeed. Baylor Scott & White Logistics in Temple opened its doors in 2017. They provide logistical support to all of the Baylor Scott & White network of hospitals and clinics using their own fleet of trucks and courier services. The big truck in the parade today, one of many trucks that delivers supplies. They have their own fleet service, maintain and repair roughly 500 vehicles.
Okay, well, you're about to hear some rocking and some noise, Leslie, because we're going to head into one of the most famous bands around all of Central Texas.
Love this.
And that is the Belton Marching 100. And when they get close, they make plenty of noise.
Yes, they do.
One of the best marching bands at all time. Of course, they performed in parades. And they are performing their traditional favorite, Grandioso, today that we'll get a listen to. They've been part of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as an honor selected there. And the great part is when you graduate from Belton High School, you're invited to come back. Once you're a member of this group, you are a member for life, kind of like the Marines. Here they go. Let's take a listen. Counting, Leslie? Are there 100?
I always try to, so they get away from me too quick. Behind them, the Belton High School Magic Bells, established in 1994, known for their high kicks, jump splits, and national winning routines.
The Belton Marching 100 also is our first award winner to announce today. They won Best Walking Marching Group.
And you just heard them behind us. The Belton Marching 100 were best walking or marching group for today's parade.
Yes. All right, and there is the trailer for the Marching 100. Wonderful part. Great to see them.
Also, that float we saw earlier in the day, the Wood group, the only big float we have seen, they won for Best of Show.
Are you serious?
Yes, they sure did.
Well, they sure look good. That was
They did.
fantastic. Yep. All right, we got a school bus full of people. This is terrific, waving at everybody. Of course, that's a lot of work went into that school bus to decorate that. Looks fantastic. Now, right behind that school bus is President of the Belton ISD School Board. That's Jeff Norwood. Belton ISD Board of Trustees President Jeff Norwood and his wife Misty, who's also a 2021 Belton ISD Elementary Teacher of the Year. Jeff has served on the school board since 2016, so we thank him for his 5 years of wonderful service. Happy 4th of July.
And behind him is Ty Taggart. He says this is his 49th 4th of July parade he's attended, but the first time he's ever been in the parade, and he is vice president of the Belton School Board.
Well, that's a thrill for him and his family. Yeah.
There you're seeing Erin Bass, member of Belton ISD Board of Trustees, accompanied by her husband Andy and their children, Kaysen, Ethan, Addison, and Brooklyn.
He's attended, but it's the first time he's ever been in.
Now behind that pickup truck, we have a Ford silver pickup truck, and sitting in that vehicle is Wayne Carpenter, the City of Belton mayor. So he's kind of our gracious host today. The mayor is joined by his wife, Ann. Mayor Carpenter's a longtime servant and leader in our community. So great to see you today, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for being out here. This brings up next a classic truck, Leslie. That's a beauty. That's float number 42. That's Belton Mayor's Pro Tem, David K. Lee. And he serves as the Belton City Council Mayor Pro Tem, is accompanied by his beautiful wife, Janet, who's on the Belton School Board. So we're really seeing a family affair for a lot of our representatives who dive right in and do a lot of work behind the scenes. Great to celebrate them today in the parade. And in the white pickup truck following right along is Belton City Council member Dan Kirkley. Kirkley with his wife, Candy, and their grandchildren, Corbin, Cannon, Kaya, and Annalise. Wait a minute, we had the 3 C's, and then we switched to Annalise. I love it. We had a pattern going there, but great to see Dan Kirkley and family out here today. And then Craig Pearson is riding the bicycle behind. And terrific to have them there. They thank the citizens of Belton for trusting them to represent you and your city council for over 15 years. It's one of the greatest honors of my life to serve our wonderful city, says Craig Pearson. Awesome.
There on the bicycle is John Holmes.
Yep.
He says that he hasn't missed the Belton 4th of July parade after moving back almost 30 years ago. They love Belton.
And that truck right there is featuring Daniel Butcher. He's a Belton City Council member. Thanks to him for being here today as they ride off out of camera view. And now we've got a van. Who's this, Leslie?
That is Veda Sutton, the county clerk.
She hasn't had her baby yet. So the newest citizen of Belton will be coming soon.
Right, Leslie, it's one of your favorites.
I'm excited
Here
that they're
come the
in
Longs.
this. I got to do this amazing story with the Longs a couple of years ago. The Long family, proud to be an American. The train dedicated to William B. Long, who started it in '86. He had served in World War II. Today's driver is Dr. Bill Long. He served as an Army medic in Vietnam. He's also a doctor in the area. And his son, Will Long, makes up the rear. Now, Will served as an Army Black Hawk helicopter pilot in Afghanistan. And between the two are all members of the family. And I asked him about the hookups between each wagon.
Right.
And Dr. Will Long, the one who started it, I guess, specially crafted the way that each of these wagons would hook up.
Well, they work really well, and they continue to serpentine across the parade route, and they've never had a problem, even though the train keeps it growing, it seems,
growing
every
and growing.
year.
Yep.
Served as an Army Black Hawk helicopter pilot in Afghanistan. Give it up for some true hometown heroes.
After the Long family, we're going to welcome in the Belton FFA. Mitchell Hill is the representative. FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. Riding with the FFA is BISD Board President and FFA Booster Club President Jeff Norwood. Thanks to them for being here today.
These are the people who will feed you in the
Next up, we have the Kiwanis Club, Leslie. The Belton Kiwanis Club is part of the Kiwanis International, a global service organization, and Michael Laughlin is leading the charge today. That's a good float to be in. You're nice and covered there, nice and relaxed as it's being pulled along by that truck. Very decorative. It says, of course, Kiwanis for all ages. Fantastic.
They award a citizenship award to 14 BIS.
And here come the Bell County Commissioners Court. Gloria Ramos is the representative for them. On behalf of all of your Bell County officials and employees, they'd like to say happy 4th of July. And David Blackburn, Commissioner of Precinct 1, Russell Schneider, Commissioner of Precinct 2, and Bobby Whitson and Commissioner of Precinct 3, Bill Schumann, are all riding along as well.
Precinct 2, Bobby Whitson, and Commissioner of Precinct 3, Bill Schumann.
Next up, you see a Jeep, and this is the Bell County Clerk, Shelley Costin. Bell County Clerk Costin has been there since 2007, currently serving her 4th term, asking for your support for a 5th term, so she has no plans to slow down.
All right, I love this next one. High five hot dogs. With great relish, I see 5 high five hot dogs approaching. Mr. Ryder, the hot dog lady's husband, carrying with him ketchup, mustard, and the mascot, Frank. From lunch catering to private events, this food cart is popping up at various locations throughout Bell County. Fast, friendly service. And Chris, what do you call a hot dog race?
I don't know, a wiener line?
Wiener takes all.
A wiener takes all. I'm glad you mentioned hot dogs, Leslie, because Americans will eat 150 million hot dogs on the 4th of July.
Billion?
And that is just Joey Chestnut. No, just kidding. Joey Chestnut holds the world record within 10 minutes eating 75 hot dogs. We'll see tomorrow if that record can be broken. But all of us will eat 150 million hot dogs over the next 36 hours or so.
Well, there's the Lake Belton High School cheerleaders. 2021-2022 varsity cheers and the Blaze, their mascot, coming out to see the team on the sideline of the varsity events this year. And right behind them is Lake Belton High School Stampede Band. New organization formed in the fall of 2020. Only freshmen and sophomores in this band, but they still went on to the Class 4A State Marching Band contest and won the UIL Sweepstakes Trophy. Let's take a listen.
That will be exciting when they finally get to have their first graduating class. Of course, the band is followed by the Lake Belton High School Silver Spurs. Aaron Choates is their representatives. And the Lake Belton High School Silver Spurs drill team are an award-winning elite group of LBHS that promote spirit everywhere they go. They're under the direction of Aaron Choates and Ali Moncino. So congratulations. I know they're excited to all become seniors someday and be part of that first graduating class. There we
Behind
see a
them,
pickup
summer
truck
fun.
with Dan Manzella. And they're all about summer fun. Located in beautiful Belton, Texas. You got to go check them out. Summer Fun USA. Now, wait a minute. Look at this motley crew that's behind them, Leslie.
We know them. Oh, gosh, don't fall out of the back, Heidi.
There
So,
it is.
of course, there's the 6 News morning team, Texas Today, Chris, Heidi. They are in for the back of the truck that was lent to us by Mac Hike. Zach couldn't make it. He's probably home with his babies, but they look like they're having a good time.
They certainly are. Their representative is Lindy Miller. She handles all of our promotions, and she's up here with us in the booth handling today's broadcast. But it's fantastic to see Heidi and Chris down on the float parade route. Congratulations to them. And thanks to Mac Hike, who helped out by donating that vehicle for them to ride in. It's ideal for today's parade.
And there is the Bell County Justice of the Peace, Precinct 1, Ted Duffield. He's been dedicating his service to the citizens for over 25 years.
Behind is the Bell County Justice of the Peace, Precinct 2. That's Cliff Coleman. I love how his truck is decorated. He just put an American flag right on the front of it, Leslie. Why not? Cliff Coleman proudly serves as Bell County Precinct 2 Justice of the Peace and will be up for re-election in 2022. He's riding with his wife, Regina, in a truck graciously sponsored by Patriot DMC in Killeen, so we thank them.
And then we have Bell County Constable Precinct 1, Pat Duffield, the first woman ever elected constable in Bell County. We also have Bell County Constable Precinct 2. Raleigh Correa has some jokes back there. He'd like to wish everybody a happy 4th and says, "May the 4th be with you."
That's right. That's right.
Then we've got Precinct 3 Constable Devin Rosenthal. He's accompanied in the car by his wife, Christina.
Devin Rosenthal rolling in with his wife Christina. As they pass it.
And Constable Martha Dominguez is riding behind them. She is the first female elected to Bell County Precinct 4.
Yep, I love the American flags and the patriotism that's being displayed in that white pickup truck that's now behind. ProStar Rental, represented by Dennis Zavala. We make work easier. ProStar Rental offers homeowner tools and contractor equipment. And a special thanks to ProStar Rentals for being our Belton 4th of July PRCA Rodeo sponsor.
Nice.
Of course, hopefully you're having fun at the rodeo and going and
yeah.
checking that out. All part of the 4th of July celebration here in Belton.
And they're going to be going tonight and tomorrow. I love the mutton busting myself.
Absolutely. Who doesn't, Leslie? I'm still upset that it's only for kids. I think you and I should have a mutton busting competition.
If they can find a
Do you
sheep
think you
big
can
enough,
find any sheep
I'm
big
down.
enough? Okay. All right. Very good. There you heard it. Maybe that could be a hiring
I'm not
Heidi.
trying
We'll
to
see
squish a
if
sheep
Leslie
today.
and Chris take on Heidi with mutton busting. She can wrangle them in.
They'd have to find a really tall sheep for you.
I'm afraid so. How about Cefco? That's where I stop for my coffee and donuts and gasoline.
So
And it looks
every
like they've
time
got a
you're on
great
the
flow.
go,
Yes.
you make it Cefco?
I do.
Good.
I abide by that slogan, Leslie.
And they are have over 200 locations. I'm laughing at my own joke.
That was good. As a dad and a grandfather, that's a proud dad joke. Way to go.
Oh, over 200 locations from West Texas to Florida, but they are based in Temple. This year is their 21st year to partner with the Children's Miracle Network. Over $5 million has been donated to local hospitals, including McLean Children's.
I need to get you a pair of those sunglasses. I'd like to see
Right?
you in those, Leslie. Look at
Stars
all festive.
love those.
Right behind that is Eldred's Nursery, represented by Robert Chadwick. The nursery provides a job training facility for individuals with special needs in Bell County and allows community-based opportunities such as communication, social skill development, and interpersonal relationship
I
development.
love plants, and their plants are beautiful.
How about some bubbles with Vista Real Estate?
Oh,
Look at all the
yeah.
bubbles. Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
Caroline Conway is their representative. Vista Real Estate is the largest and independently owned real estate company here in Central Texas. If you're in the market to list your current home or purchase a new one, give them a call.
There's a Rodeo Ram trunk right there with bullfighters in it.
Yes, yes.
And then we got the Bell County Expo Center, which is, of course, the sponsor and home of the Belton 4th of July PRCA Rodeo. But right here behind us, we've got the Temple Longhorn Riding Club and Bell 4-H Youth Club. They are the best equestrian unit awarded in today's parade. Oh, my goodness. Look at the little horse.
Yep, we've got a little pony out there.
They sure do. Temple Longhorn Riding Club, a horse riding club that promotes and encourages good sportsmanship and citizenship through horsemanship. I love it. Again, like I said, they have won Best Equestrian Unit in today's parade.
And riding right along behind them are the Temple Longhorn Riding Club and Bell 4-H Youth Club. Kayla Clayton and Brandy Farmer are leading that group. The Temple Longhorn Riding Club is a horse riding club that promotes and encourages good sportsmanship and citizenship through horsemanship. They're located on Temple on Highway 95. Join their horse family today and become a member. They'd love to see you.
And again, we want to thank today's parade sponsors, CGI Technologies and Solutions, ProStar Rental, Vista Real Estate, KCEN, of course, our employer, Cefco, HEB, Covington Real Estate, our parade award sponsor, and Temple Technologies, communications sponsor. Coming up behind us right now, we've got Tanner Roofing. They were established in 1956, family owned and operated, specializing in commercial and residential roofs, shingles, top and metal roofs as well, and they give free estimates.
You know, Leslie, the wife and I just made a trip to New York, right?
Okay.
I told you about that. You
Uh-huh.
saw some of the
Yes.
photos we posted on Facebook. I just learned that the actual new One World Trade Center was dedicated and is exactly 1,776 feet tall. In building it, they dedicated it to the year of our country's founding, 1776, and that's the exact reason for the footage. Let me tell you, we went all the way to the top,
Okay.
and I pressed my head against that glass and looked down, and I got queasy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is way
I bet you
up
did.
there. Okay, let's welcome in Red Box of Central Texas with Krista Strang. Convenience that begins with one phone call. With just one call, Red Box will deliver our one-of-a-kind, exclusively patented combination roll-off dumpster and portable toilets to your job site. So that's what you need right there. The Red Box of Central Texas for all your job sites.
All over Bell County, these guys are great. Up next,
How about State Farm?
Wagner, State Farm.
Chafin Wagner from State Farm. Colby Wagner is leading this group. Chafin Wagner State Farm is your local agent in Temple for your auto, home, life, and commercial. Available for your free quote. Call them today.
Well, now we've got the City of Harker Heights, the City Council with Mayor Spencer Smith, Jennifer McCann, Michael Blomquist, Jacqueline Soriano Fountain, Linda Nash, and Sam Halabi.
Blomquist, Jacqueline Sereno Fountain, Linda Nash, and Sam Halliday.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying this parade. We're simulcasting it to the Brazos Valley on KAGS and Bryan College Station, as well as all across Central Texas, from way out west in Goldthwaite and Hamilton, all the way to the north in Hillsboro, and then out east to Franklin, down into the Brazos Valley, and then all the way to North Austin, wherever you may be watching today. We appreciate you. And if you're watching in the live stream, by all means, jump on and comment and tell us where in the world you're watching from. We did mention earlier we had someone watching a couple years ago from Bagram Air Force Base in Afghanistan.
Oh, I love
so
it.
really neat, and we give you, anyone watching from around the world, a hearty hello from Central Texas and wish you could be joining us live here today. Get home safe.
Here we have the Harker Heights Fire Department, their honor guard, folks rising for the flag.
And what a beautiful truck they have back there. This looks like a state-of-the-art fire truck that can handle off-road situations and possibly even fight brush fires.
Exactly.
That is really a neat vehicle, Leslie.
Absolutely.
You're going to get a look at it here in just a second. It's just behind the gentlemen who are bringing the colors.
True hometown
There it is.
hometown heroes this year in Belton.
There's the brush truck.
Yep,
Yeah, I think it looks like it can really
it's meant for business.
work hard. Yeah.
Yep. All right, this brings us up to float number 84. Asco and Schaff's Barbecue. Spencer Ridgway and Ronnie Sheff are leading this one. They're family-owned, has been helping Texans with construction equipment and material handling for over 59 years. And then Ronnie Sheff and Eric Raines are pulling a trailer with the band Lady in the men's room playing. Belton High School and Marching 100 alumnus Eric Raines and his band Sprung will be performing tomorrow at the free backyard party at Chef's, followed by an awesome fireworks show. You've been out there for live music before, right?
I have, and we've gotten the opportunity a couple of years to do the Boots and Bandanas fundraiser for McLean Children's Hospital.
Yep.
And their facility out there is just amazing, beautiful, so easy to have a really good time out there.
Yeah, great venue, a lot of fun. Of course, if the weather cooperates, it's just a wonderful environment. But rain or shine, we always seem to have a good time out there for sure. How about UMHB? Did you hear? They're kind of a good football program. Unbelievable. Mary Baucom is here representing them. She's 2021 Miss Mary Hardin Baylor. Elizabeth Franklin and 2021 Mr. Crusader Knight Kyle Parsons are happy to be back celebrating with everyone again. We say, go Crew. Good to see them. Of course, there they are holding their C's up for the Crusaders.
Mr. Crusader Knight, Kyle Parsons. Happy to be back celebrating with everyone again. Go Crew. The Horse Owners Society is in front of us here in a white truck in a cowboy tradition.
Marcia Cross is representing the Horse Owners Society in the cowboy tradition. They're a club of horse lovers who would love to enrich the lives of horses and children by bringing the two together. My daughter, when she went through a horse phase that I don't think she ever has outgrown, she just loved horses, riding them, and my wife and I remember her being so little and that horse being so big and strong, and her just knowing what to do with that horse. It was really neat.
And we did see just there really quickly the white blood mobile from Baylor Scott and White. They are critically needing any type of blood and life-saving blood products due to the increased demand and fewer donations after the pandemic. Behind them, we have got the, I believe that was the museum.
Masonic Lodge.
Okay, here comes flight number 91, right behind the Jeep there, being pulled by this beautiful dark red pickup truck. This is the Belton Masonic Lodge 166. Garrett Smith is their representative today. They continue their fraternal tradition of making good men better and building a stronger community. Thank you for being here today, fellas.
And then we've got Boulder Designs. They create custom boulder for your home or business. Beautiful. Make your location into a landmark that people will remember with one of our custom boulders. Beautiful.
Okay, we've got Cub Scout Pack 117 joining us next. Bradley Shepard is leading the crew. BSA Cub Scout Pack 117 is one of the oldest active scouting groups in Bell County and provides fun, hands-on learning for boys and girls from kindergarten through the 5th grade. Scouting encourages good citizenship and introduces leadership skills for all.
They actually won the Best Youth Organization award for today's parade, the Covington Real Estate 4th of July Parade Awards. Best Youth Organization. So
congratulations to them. What a win for them today.
Yeah.
That's wonderful news. Be a nice little stipend that goes to their group. I think that's just fantastic.
Here
Well,
comes
Leslie,
the back of the pack. They're making up the rear.
Yeah. I mentioned, and you know, as you look at history, something incredible, Leslie. 3 presidents have actually died on the 4th of July, but only one was ever born on the 4th of July. Be cool with Cal. Calvin Coolidge.
Oh.
The 4th of July, if you can believe that. And, of course, 2 men who signed the Declaration of Independence, John Adams, who became a president, and Thomas Jefferson, who wrote it and became the 3rd president of the United States following John Adams. Both died within minutes of themselves, 50 years to the day that they signed that document in 1820.
What?
Really incredible stuff. And then James Monroe, another president, died 5 years later, also on the 4th of July. So this really has been a monumental day throughout the history of American celebration and life.
And there's the Bell County Republican Party with their beautiful float. So many flags. I love the elephant, stuffed elephant as well. The Republican Executive Committee and members of Republican auxiliaries strive to recruit other volunteers to participate in political activities.
Coming up next, the winner of this year's most original best.
Did somebody say send in the clowns, Leslie? I would have to say let's do it.
This is the most original float, Lone Star Santa. Best use of theme today. Convoy of Toys. Love it. Oh my goodness, and behind him, look at the Lone Star Santas. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 Santas right there coming down from the North Pole.
You can never have enough Santas.
You sure can.
Those beards have to be warm in the summer, though, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's even more Santas behind them. Hold on, folks. There's more.
Santa's in a plural. Is it Santa-us? How do
Santases.
Santases. Thank you. I think that's absolutely right. When you have so many Santas, you don't know what to call them. And Leslie, just to put the presidential trivia about July 4th presidents to bed, here's one you might not have known. Zachary Taylor actually died after a 4th of July party.
Yeah?
Yes, he celebrated too much on the 4th of July, and according to the University of Virginia's Miller Center, he contracted food-borne cholera on a 4th of July party after eating spoiled cherries on July 4th, 1850,
Oh my goodness.
and succumbed 5 days later.
So make sure your cherries aren't spoiled, guys.
That's right. Clean those
Okay.
cherries.
We've got the Temple Area Car Group now. Car enthusiast Bill Phillips in a 1969 Corvette, owned since it was brand new. Soren Robinson is in his 2014. Beautiful. John Coursey State Farm, handling all your insurance needs, from auto insurance, home insurance. Said, like, we are like your good neighbor.
And this here pulling what looks like a very festive group behind it that says Heroes. The Bell County Sheriff's Department. Bell County Sheriff's Department, of course, is here to serve the public. They'd like to wish everybody a very happy and safe 4th of July. They want to be out and seeing your celebrations, not coming to an emergency on the 4th. So be safe out there, everyone.
There's a dog on that float, so obviously I like that float.
I know you do. Is this Neil Diamond? Wait a minute. This is the gals from
I
League
love
of Their
it.
Own.
That is so cute. That's West Temple Orthodontics, creating beautiful smiles with superior service. Voted best in Bell County for the last 6 years. I gotta love this float.
Don't
A
you
League
love
of Their
their
Own.
costumes? Do you see Madonna? Is Madonna there?
I do. I think she's on the back.
Fantastic. I'm going to get her autograph later, Leslie. I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm in the Belton Police Foundation. Becky Cole leading the charge on this group. They're previously the Belton Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association, but now they're the Belton Police Foundation. They work to develop, promote, and improve the relationship between the Belton Police Department and the community. And, of course, who's a blue dog?
I know.
So the Comic-Con is returning to Central Texas. Our producer, Crystal, was very excited about this happening.
You know, I was sad that it didn't happen last year. I've gotten to interview these folks and even dress up with these folks before.
You can do it.
It's
Leslie,
a
I'd like to
blast.
see you in some radical costumes.
I mean, these folks go all out.
I think I love seeing people dressed up, too. And, I mean, this is fantastic
I know.
representation today. We've got
Wonder
some
Woman.
Star Wars characters. Looks like we've got
Poison
Wonder
Ivy.
Woman, Captain America.
Oh,
This is just
wow. Just wait. There's more. You got Princess Jasmine, Snow White, a Ghostbuster.
Well, you might want to go this year. Bell County Comic-Con's back, coming to the Bell County Expo Center on August 7th and 8th of 2021. With wholesome, family-friendly for our entire community, the Bell County Comic-Con brings together comics, pop culture, gaming, movies, and fantasy in one epic expo.
I love it.
And is that a Luigi?
Sure is. No, I think that's Mario.
Oh, that's Mario, his brother.
Not to be confused with Wario,
Yes.
the evil.
Yes. So that's Bob Holloway from the Belton Christian Youth Center. They've been serving the Belton community since 1982. Goodbye, Mr. Mario. I love what you did with your car there. There's the Belton Christian Youth Center.
They offer after-school care and summer care for students in kindergarten through 5th grade, along with organized sports like basketball, volleyball, and softball.
Okay, you know, when I go to the pool, it's my job. My wife gives me the responsibility of blowing up all the floats, and I've got this little
Because
air.
they're full of hot air?
Yes, I am full of it, but I use a little machine when I run out of hot air. And I think we may be coming across, Leslie, the largest blow-up I've ever seen in my life. This would truly give me nightmares
Yeah.
if my wife assigned me to do it.
That's the Bell County Motor Works. Premium motorcycles from two of the world's most iconic brands, Triumph and Indian. Everyone has a different way of escaping the stress of daily life, so we want to be a place where you can relax with good friends, find adventure, and chase speed.
Right there in that cute little love bug, Float 108, is James Cecil and Bill Phillips. And John Palerma is driving the 1969 Pontiac Custom 5 convertible. Paul Smith driving the 1956 Volkswagen Beetle. And James Cecil driving the 1966 half-cab Bronco. So I know for a lot of you, seeing those older vehicles brings back a lot of
Yeah.
good memories of what parades perhaps looked like here decades ago. That's really neat.
And there's American Legion Post 113. With John T. Potts, he invites you to visit Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 8 to 10 for coffee and donuts. Members and guests are invited to stop by. Then you got the Body of Christ Community Clinic. It's a nonprofit clinic in Belton that provides medical and dental care to uninsured, low-income, and no-income residents in East Bell County.
Well, I see Uncle Sam out leading M&M Home Pro Inspections. M&M Home Pro Inspections will help you remove some of the stress of buying a new home. Receiving an accurate and thorough home inspection report on the condition of your home prior to closing will reduce risk and bring attention to any unanticipated expenses that can occur during the first few years of home ownership. But how about the costumes?
Yep,
Fantastic.
they are most patriotic for-profit business because of the T-Rex and Miss Lady Liberty.
Yes. I didn't know those two go together, but
I
why
didn't.
not?
Sure, both iconic. WC Tractor is behind them, an award-winning dealership providing agricultural and construction equipment to Central and East Texas for nearly 80 years. Locations in Brenham, Bryan, Dayton, Navasota, Sealy, Temple, and Waco.
And maybe you at home would like to go to Extreme Jump Adventure Park. Heather Bassinger is the one to contact on this. Extreme Jump in Temple has go-karts, laser tag, 4 trampolines, 50 arcade games, and is the best spot to host your next birthday party. How about that? ExtremeJumpTemple.com for more information. Well, we're a little over halfway through today's parade, Leslie, and I think everything's going very well so far. This is really a wonderful parade. The sun is not shining too much. We have a nice cloud cover, so it's not too warm. It is a little muggy out here, but I think the weather's going to hold off for us for another hour or so.
I think so too. We've got Temple Tour with Top Sarge Business Solutions, Dan Elder. Now this is a local transportation platform. They specialize in beer and wine tours, and they have also brought those scooters to downtown Temple. Downtown Temple experiencing sort of a renaissance when it comes to new businesses. Last night's First Friday was, packed. So it's good to see new fun things to do down there.
Yeah, and Temple's really growing. It's really fun to see. Great location right off of I-35. Now most of the construction has been finished, so it's very accessible. Well, do you see the big Budweiser truck? Jack Hilliard Distributing Company is here. In 1949, Jack Hilliard began servicing 2 counties. 72 years later, the pride, passion, and perseverance of the Hilliard family has allowed the company to grow to several counties, and their distributing has a wide portfolio, including Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Bang Energy, and several local craft bands. The legacy of Jack Hilliard Distributing continues to strive on in hard work and dedication. What a fun float today.
Rolling up now, Fox 44, happy to join the Belton Marching parade and celebration. Proud to serve the great people of Central Texas and provide.
And now this is Spare Time, Texas. I went to Spare Time for the first time last weekend, played some bowling. It was a blast.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I beat my husband.
Oh, I would expect nothing less. Now, was he a gentleman and let you win?
No,
beat him.
he's very competitive.
You truly beat him.
I only bowl backwards between the legs granny style.
Okay.
So that was,
Well, you're just showing off
special
then.
skills.
All right. I got
They
you.
also have ropes course, go-karts, and more. Blitz, can't wait to see you. Here's the Salvation Army. They've been supporting those in need for over 130 years. Nearly 30 million Americans receiving assistance from the Salvation Army every year.
You give 82 cents of every dollar that you donate goes directly to those
A slight lull in the parade here. Leslie, I think it's a good time for our final commercial break. We'll take a quick time out and step aside, and I think we'll be back in just 2 minutes here. You're watching the parade for Belt County from downtown Belton on the 4th of July here on the 3rd of July. We'll be right back.
The staff take pride in providing awesome care in Bell County and surrounding areas. And this year, they are the winner of Most Original Best Use of Theme for-profit business award here in
Do we have
Welcome back to live coverage of the Belton 4th of July Parade in downtown Belton, across from the courthouse. Glad you're joining us. Chris Radcliffe alongside Leslie Draffin. Leslie, we've been working together 3 years as of today. One of the first events we did was this parade 3 years ago, and we missed it last year.
We sure did. All right, let's head back to the parade route because there are some going behind us. That was the New Beginnings New Learning Academy. It prepares children for the next stage of their lives through the development of motor abilities, thinking skills, and healthy interactions. Here they are with their float. Got some superheroes on it. Love their outfits. Very festive.
Okay, they make a lot of noise rounding the corner, and that's fitting. It's Temple Towing, and Temple Towing's been providing high-quality towing and recovery services to Central Texas, dating all the way back to 1982. So they'll mark their 30th anniversary. That's really special, or 40th, I should say. That's really special. Starting with one small tow truck, our fleet has grown with Central Texas to over 20 trucks and many other pieces of support. If you break down, don't be shy. Call Temple Towing. They will help you out of the ditch, or even change that tire, whatever needs to be done. How about the Belton Football Club? And when I say it in the world sense of football. Bell County Football Club is a semi-professional soccer club playing in the United Premier Soccer League throughout the state of Texas for the past 2 years. Check out their social media page at Bell COFC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming games, and get on out and watch them.
Yes, indeed.
Working hard today for those football players. They got to kick that soccer ball around for the whole parade route.
There we've got Clem McKeskes. They've been a parade entry since 1970 with their band. 5 locations across the area.
Clem's got the smoker going on the back here of this. You can see it. Woo. I think we need to stop by there after today's parade, Leslie.
Get us some brisket.
Yes.
Next is Domino's Pizza. They say happy 4th of July from everybody at Domino's. You run out on the grill, get yourself a pizza.
They'll help you out if you get hungry. Maybe late at night you don't feel like cooking for a second time. Next up is the Nolan Creek School. Smaller and more intimate by design, Nolan Creek School offers a college preparatory curriculum with the use of integrated technology and ample opportunities to develop personal character and citizenship by being part of more support and school culture. And the smell of Clem McKeskes barbecue has now reached us in the upper deck, and now I'm officially hungry.
It's a lovely smell. There's Texas Home Health. They said they're very thankful for the opportunities that we're trusted with to serve our community each day. As we celebrate our independence and recognize those who fought to preserve it, we wish everybody a safe and happy 4th.
Great to see Texas Home Health. Wonderful. Thank you for joining us in the parade today. We got a in the next truck behind us, and there's fitting because this is the Water Shack. Want clean, healthy living water? Try Water Shack Alkaline. Get your jugs filled for just $1 a gallon. Water, it was meant to be. Nice American flag on the back of that picture, along with all that delicious water.
We have Easy Tire and Lube, established business owned by a Belton family as of 2020, November. And in 2021 of February, Belton native Dwayne Brown became the new general manager. They say our prices bring you in, our customer service brings you back. Oh, I love this next quote.
Yep, why don't you take it?
Kendall Kelly, self-proclaimed Nobody of the Year, being driven by his son Ethan Kelly in their 1966 GMC pickup. That's a hoot.
I guess Ethan is the son of nobody.
Son of nobody.
Yeah. It sounds like an Abbott and Costello routine. A big hand for nobody, everyone. Yeah, let's do it. Put your hands together for nobody. Next up, just coming into view now on your screen, is the Belton Collision Center. Glad they're joining us today. Also a towing company.
By accident we meet.
Yes.
They said they can also help you save money on your deductible, and they're here for all your paint and collision needs.
We're about an hour into this parade now, and we thank all of our viewers for watching and joining us today. Hopefully you're enjoying and having a wonderful, safe, and healthy 4th of July weekend, whether you're watching us in the Brazos Valley, down in Bryan College Station, or anywhere in the Waco Temple Killeen Market. Thanks for tuning in, and we really hope it's a wonderful 4th of July celebration for you and the weather cooperates.
Absolutely.
So far it has. Rain chances really ramp up this afternoon, but along the parade route, we've had a few parades out here where it's been 100 degrees, Leslie. today, but it's plenty muggy. But what do you expect? It's 4th of July in Central Texas.
Yep. Well, here at the Bell County Communication, formed in 1998 to serve as the consolidated 911 call taking and dispatch center. They perform those duties for over 50 law enforcement EMS agencies.
Some of the hardest working people out there. Give them a hand.
All right, I think this next entry might be my favorite.
Yep,
That's because
your eyes just lit up when you saw what was coming around the corner.
I think they're probably being slower because everybody's trying to look at these cute dogs. It is the Go Team Therapy Dogs. I'm waiting with bated breath.
Are you feeling like you need some therapy right now from a dog? I think you always do, Leslie.
Puppy therapy is the best.
It really is.
Look at those folks enjoying the parade.
Good look at the crowd today. We've got a lot of patriotism out there, a lot of flag waving, and everybody wearing their decorative gear. It really is a festive attitude. So great to get back together with you all after the suspension of this parade last year. There was a late call. We knew we shut down as a country in late March, and we were hoping we could all be running on the 4th of July. Needless to say, that was not the case. We remained in lockdown for a long time, but thanks to vaccinations and a lot of social distancing and a lot of cooperation from Central Texans, hopefully the worst is now, and we're together for events and days like to celebrate.
I see a camera from KCN. Anywhere here in the crowd, there's one over here, there's one over there. I want you to look at the camera and give them a hand. Look at them, let them know you're here for the 4th of July. There you go.
Putting you on TV and making you famous as David Forrester whips the crowd into a frenzy, saying if you see a KCN, now he's calling me out. Never argue with a guy on the PA. You cannot win because he has the power of the phone.
We're about 2/3 of the way through. Don't forget Yeti Cole Park across Nolan Creek here. A lot of great vendors going to be out there. A lot of great things going on. And a new 4th of July tradition. I think this is the first time in Bell County we've done it. But
We do want to thank our sponsors again today. A great event that brings that we can bring you a parade like this today. And Leslie, we do have a lot of sponsors who've done a great job for us.
We sure do. We've got In-House Systems, Encore Electric Delivery, the Wood Group of Fairway Independent Mortgage, Red Box of Central Texas, First Place Awards and Gifts, UMHB, and the City. And also CGI Technologies and Solutions, ProStar Rental, Vista Real Estate, CEN, Cefco, HEB, Covington Real Estate, that's our parade award sponsor, and Temple Technology Services, the communications sponsor. There are a lot of things happening all around Central Texas. To want to find out where you can celebrate, go to kcentv.com. We've got a list of things like fireworks. I know some big parties in areas like Miller Park and Temple.
And it's family night and the final night of the PRCA Rodeo, so get on out and check it out. And now, Leslie, they made you wait for it, but here come your dogs.
This is the Go Team Therapy Dogs, Crisis and Airport Dogs, a nonprofit organization. Oh my goodness, there are literally so many puppies, and I am obsessed. They are dedicated to placing certified dog teams and programs to provide comfort and care through the canine-human bond, and they all have their red, white, and blue. I love it.
Great to see the dogs today. Of course, they're wearing their coats, so make sure they're hydrated and everyone's taking care of them, but they should be spoiled pups on this 4th of July. They spend the rest of the time during the year helping others.
Yep.
How about Heritage County Church? That's who you're about to hear right now with their band. Listen, not just a place to go, but a family you belong to.
Heritage Country Church.
Next up is the Girl Scouts of Central Texas. First we had the Cub Scouts, and now the Girl Scouts of Central Texas are the preeminent leadership development organization for girls. And with programs from coast to coast and across the globe, Girl Scouts offer every girl a chance to practice a lifetime of leadership, adventure, and success.
And they have the best cookies.
Yes, we are sponsors of that. I'll tell you what, the Radcliffe families made their donations over the years. Good to see the girls out walking in the parade today.
Absolutely.
Welcome all of you. Yes, welcome.
Coming up next, one of the oldest organizations in America, the Girl Scouts of America.
They just keep coming and keep coming.
Here,
What's your favorite cookie?
Thin Mints all day.
It's a common answer. I think that's the most popular one. I myself fall for the peanut butter patties.
I like to put the Thin Mints in the freezer.
Well done. Well
they're
done,
cold.
Leslie. You're no rookie.
I am not. And now we've got Little Angels and Baby Angels. A Little League or a T-ball team. And that they are the winner of our Best Sports Team Award today. They were second place winners in spring teams this year.
Proudly hoisting the trophy.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them, a major accomplishment. I know they're thrilled about it. And then we have the Little Angels and Baby Angels. There you see driving off camera, being followed by this big red truck here.
That's
it's
the VFW.
float number 145. Okay, that's the second half of them. So we'll go on to 146, which is the Central Texas Christian Disaster Response Team. And they're an all-volunteer organization that provides help, hope, healing, and to hurting people who have been involved in disasters such as hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, and fires, all for the glory of God. A great organization, of course, there when you need them.
They're also pulling their shower and laundry unit because, of course, we know how necessary that stuff is, right? After disasters, you need to be able to get clean even though there might be no electricity, no water. It's good to see these folks out there.
Yeah, and they're completely mobile there with this big unit that's being towed right there. Shower, laundry unit, all in one stop.
Coming up behind them, we have the Belton Youth Baseball Angels team, the Belton City winners on this 18-wheeler bed.
Yeah, congratulations to them. That's pretty exciting. Riding behind on that oversized load. That is a big semi-truck.
Oh, yeah. Now we have the Nubia Temple 191 and 190, primarily a benevolent, charitable, and fraternal organization dedicated to the principle of fostering civic, economic, and educational development programs in the community and worldwide.
So Nubia brought it all. Yeah, they've got people they're towing. They've also some motorized vehicles that they're driving. And here comes one of my favorite entries, Leslie. It's the Heart of Texas Corvette Club. They're a nonprofit club that supplies scholarships to their local graduating seniors that go into the car repair industry.
Oh, nice.
And, of course, if you've got a convertible in Central Texas, you've got to be able to make a quick switch. And that's how a lot of these vehicles are, because you never know when you might get caught in a thunderstorm. That's right. Good to see all these good-looking Corvettes. Of course, nobody rides the back seat because there are no back seats to a Corvette. Penny Scott is leading the charge here for them, and she is the representative for the Corvette Club.
Now we have Miss Copper's Cove Miss Five Hills Scholarship Program. They always have a beautiful float. The Miss Five Hills Scholarship Program contributes more than 5,000 hours of volunteer service to the community annually through its title holders. The program awards more than 100,000 scholarships and prizes annually. And they look beautiful up there.
They sure do. Great group, of course. Home of the Five Hills Track Club, the home of Robert Griffin III. Robert Griffin II. Copper's Cove, I always enjoy going there, and it's a wonderful scholarship program. Congratulations to them. Next up is the Marine Corps League. Louis Walls 1249. Marines, taking care of Marines, open to all Marines, past and present, and Navy Corpsmen.
There's House of Hope Outreach, the Closet of Hope. It's a growing non-denominational located in Heidenheimer. Closet of Hope provides free quality clothing and shoes to those in need with no qualifying needed.
Well, we're moving right along in our parade floats, and next up is float number 153, SPJST. And Leslie, I know you love the decorations on this one.
I do. There's a cute dog. It's a fraternal life insurance society with its home office in downtown Temple, proudly supporting the red, white, and blue, and they are best in show nonprofit.
And when we get a second look at them, when we go to the low camera here, there's a dog right there for you, Leslie. Behaved well
Cute.
on the float. He gets to go for a ride today.
There's the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 4008. The VFW mission is to foster camaraderie among U.S. veterans of overseas conflicts, to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities on behalf of all. World War II veteran Don Fisher, Korean veteran Dennis Batten, and Vietnam vet Travis McGor.
It's all great to see them today, and they are followed appropriately right behind by Friends of the Central Texas State Veterans Cemetery. Formed in 2007, the Friends of Central Veterans Cemetery is a not-for-profit organization that honors our veterans buried in the Central Texas Veterans Cemetery by annually laying a wreath at each grave during the holiday season. They'll be work.
And now we have Young Daughters Funeral Home. A true honorable veterans tribute. Young Daughters Funeral Home and Bereavement Center is in Temple, and it's owned by veteran Sabrina Young.
Great to see the girls riding on top of the float there. That's fantastic. And they're being followed by Anytime Towing. I'm seeing a pattern here with the tow trucks. Central Texas area, great to have them. Anytime Towing can take care of all your towing needs. Time 24/7.
This is fun next flow, a little piece of history. Post 1298, the Scottish American Military Soldiers. The society was founded and chartered in North Carolina April 12th, 1981 as a nonprofit organization to preserve and promote Scottish and American Armed Forces customs, traditions, and heritage.
Say that a Scottish? I believe you did, lassie. Fantastic. And don't you love the outfits they're wearing? They just look great.
Almost as much as I love that accent, Chris.
Yes. Well, hey. I break it out for you, Leslie. It's special for you. In the Jeep right here that you're about to see on the low, we have a 1971 AMC Mutt Army Jeep.
Nice.
The Jeep and Sergeant Emery Chandler served in Vietnam at the same time. Sergeant Chandler has been nominated for the Medal of Honor. Emery's wife, Gail Chandler, is alive as well. The Jeep is dedicated to the veterans of the Vietnam War.
There we have Matt Bean, Bell County Composite Squadron Civil Air Patrol. Coming up.
Next, walking along the parade route is entry number 162, the Bell County Composite Civil Air Patrol. So they'll be walking the entire parade route, but they look terrific in their uniforms. Thank you to them for being here today.
Coming up next is the Disabled American Veteran Chapter 29 of Harker Heights.
And there we have the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 29 from Harker Heights. Wallace Beaushaw.
Their float looks great, mapped out with World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and our other two most recent operations in Afghanistan and Iraq.
The Sparta Volunteer Fire Department rolled in now.
There's the Sparta Volunteer Fire Department, formed in March 2012 by David Kirk and Ed. They are now manned by Chief Matt Mullins and 15 volunteers in the Sparta Fire District.
We're rapidly getting near the end of the parade, Leslie, so we do want to mention that you should join 6 News tonight for a recap of this parade, and we are also posting it if you'd like to see any of the action repeated on the website, kcentv.com.
Marty Mendoza, Autism Awareness. He's a single dad, and his son is severely autistic, nonverbal. They're pretty well known here in the community as well. Millions of followers follow their journey on their social media platforms.
And we've done many stories on the Mendoza family, so we thank them for always sharing their time with us. Next up is the Central Texas Children's Center there with the boat. Central Texas Children's early education programs for children of all abilities. Really a great foundation.
Education programs for children of all disabilities, all abilities.
Just a few floats remain in this parade. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. It's been a delight to bring you this production, and it's really been a fun year after not being able to do this last year, Leslie. It didn't really feel like the 4th of July. My wife and I just had a quiet day at home.
Yeah.
It really didn't feel all of 2020 like the celebratory year that we like to have as Americans, where you're always optimistic and things are going to get better, thinking that. And then we've got 2020 behind us now, and doing this parade today really seems like a return to normalcy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We do want to thank our parade sponsors for today: Technologies and Solutions, ProStar Rental, Vista Real Estate, KCEN, CEFCO, HEB, Covington Real Estate, which is the Parade Awards sponsor, and Temple Technology Services. They are the communications sponsor. In-House Systems, Encore Electric Delivery, the Wood Group of Fairway Independent Mortgage, Redbox of Central Texas, First Place Awards and Gifts, City of Mary Hardin Baylor, and the City of Belton.
Again, on behalf of all of us at Channel 6, it's been a real pleasure to bring you this parade today, and we want to thank all our sponsors for coordinating with us. They've just done a fantastic job. We're getting you some great shots of the crowd. There's been a really good turnout today, and I hope everybody has enjoyed this parade. Wasn't too hot. It was nice to start it at 10 a.m. this year, and it's really been a lot of fun. So hopefully, if you weren't out here, you were able to watch some of this online or live at home on your television set, and you're really getting in the 4th of July mood and celebration. Tomorrow, a little different for us to do this parade on the 3rd of July,
Right.
Leslie, so we're kind of just making it an entire July 4th celebratory weekend.
Started last night with the big USO
Yes.
celebration on Fort Hood, which you can see more about tonight on KCEN. We got about 20 more parade floats, parade entries in today's parade. A little bit of a lull right here as they make their long way down Main Street in downtown Belton. But here they come. Here's Hoofbeats for Heroes. It's a team of volunteers committed to delivery and extraordinary programs with the gifts of horses to improve the quality of life for heroes in our area. Love that. Here come the horses. I love that gray one.
And they have their manes
Beautiful.
braided and looking nice. These horses look terrific.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, I was wondering if this one was going to be in the parade or not, and here he is.
Well, an homage to Jamie Kennedy, our former reporter, who was so delighted and actually did a feature on this. I'm going to let you say this on TV, Leslie. Why don't you tell us what we're seeing up next?
The Crapper car.
Yes.
Built in 2008, Richard is #1 in the #2 business. Wow.
Always a fan favorite, and he's
Always.
found a way to get 2 people in there this year, right?
Yeah,
it's
they're
him
real
and his
squished.
wife. I got good news and bad news, honey. We're in the parade this year. The bad news is you're riding next to me in the Crapper car.
There we have the Central Texas Tea Party. Constitutional Republic, not a socialist democracy. That's what they say. The Central Texas Tea Party wants to make America great again.
In a classic car as well. That's fantastic. I don't think those are original wheels that
You
came.
see who was driving? Former President Trump.
Oh, gotcha.
He had a big mask
Gotcha.
on.
I was going to say, I don't think
Didn't even
former
notice
President
that.
Trump has driven a car for 50 years, probably.
Well, now we have got
The Sons of the Confederate Veterans. Yeah, they're a historical, patriotic, and non-political hereditary organization dedicated to ensuring a true history of the war between the states, and they're preserved for future generations. They'd like you to join them with membership. Call 1-800-MY-SOUTH. 1-800-MY-SOUTH. We get a look at all the different flags that fought during the history of the United States and before it was the United States and when it was a Confederacy as well here for Texas. Of course, Texas was a republic, as all of you know.
Ladies dressed up in their period clothing. Here's Temple Sport and Spine Chiropractic. They've been serving the Central Texas area for a little over 5 years. They're a little different from your normal crack your back chiropractor. They specialize in overall function. Just looking for a massage, they also have one of those.
Terrific. They got the girls riding on the float. I love the balloons that go across. They made an arch there.
Beautiful.
Since my grandson turned 2 last week, I've become very familiar with balloon arches. I didn't really know that was a thing.
It is a
or
thing.
even how to order them. But since I was sent to pick them up,
You know
I know all about balloon arches and how difficult they are to transport, Leslie. So kudos to them.
Well, Rise Recovery Services is a movement dedicated to changing the standard of care for people struggling with addiction and mental health by combining new and effective medical help and interventions with dedicated long-term case management and recovery coaching.
Well, next up we see some Jeeps here, and this is the members of the Five Hills Jeep Club with a sign that says, "Don't blame me, I voted for Trump" on the side of that Jeep. Five Hills Jeep, a fun group of Jeepers enjoying monthly meet and greets, rock crawling, trail rides, raffles, giveaways, and tech support. And ladies, check out Carlos in Spidey 2.0, and have you met Dave? Check them out at Facebook at Five Hills Jeeps. That's the number, Five Hills Jeeps, and start your adventure now. Boom shakalaka is their code saying.
All right. Well, I love the Jeep truck.
Long-term case management and recovery. And they are the last official entry that we have on our parade route today, Leslie. So barring any late entries and any surprises, this is just about the conclusion of the parade. Do you have big plans for the 4th of July weekend, Leslie? Perhaps a little grilling tomorrow?
Air conditioning.
Oh, some air conditioning.
Yeah.
After today's parade without a fan up here, I think I know what you mean.
Just relaxing, hang out with the family.
I see a Dalmatian riding in the back of this gray
I
Jeep
sure do.
right here. You can always identify a Dalmatian. They're so pretty.
So cute.
There, we got a good look right on camera.
Yeah.
He or she is riding right in the back seat. Oh, she's got a pink collar on. I'm assuming
There's
it's
two
a she.
of them. So I'll probably just hang out with my dogs all weekend.
Well, I can't think of a better way to spend the 4th of July. Don't get a sunburn, Leslie. Instead, hang out with the dogs. I think that's right up your alley.
We want to thank you all for watching today's parade. Again, you can find more information about 4th of July celebrations over at kcentv.com. If you're out and about and you want to share your fun with us, it's so easy for you to do that. You can download the 6 News app. It is free. And just go to the Near Me function in the bottom right corner. You can send us pictures, videos, tell us where you are, and you might see yourself on the news.
And, of course, Leslie, this is a big year for us at 6 News. We've got the Summer Olympics beginning in just 3 weeks from yesterday. That's right. So the countdown is on just 20 days. The opening ceremonies will be on Friday the 23rd. We're delighted to be bringing you that coverage as well. We've got the Super Bowl next February, and then right on the heels of the Super Bowl, it's the Winter Olympics. So we are chock full here at 6 News. We hope you enjoy the programming that's coming your way. Of course, we've got the news tonight at 6 and 10 to recap today's parade, and then the 4th of July edition tomorrow at 5 and 10 as well.
And again, we do want to thank all of our parade sponsors. We want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying today's parade. It's good to see everybody after the year we have had last year, getting out, getting back to normal.
And the 6 News crew's been hard at work today. We have a lot of our employees out wearing the 6 News shirt, so you can always spot us along the parade route. But this venture and bringing you this live was an effort of a great deal of people, and we always thank the good people at 6 News that I've had the pleasure of working with for almost 20 years. Did I mention just 2 weeks ago, last week I hit my 19th year here at 6 News? 19 years in Central Texas, and it's really been a pleasure. Leslie, you've been with us for what, almost 4 or 5 years? 4.5. So you're coming up on 5 years as well. So it's just been great and wonderful working another parade with you. It's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun. Again, you can watch this on our Facebook page or YouTube page, and we want to just thank you all for spending some time with us this morning.
So thank you for joining us, everybody. We're going to sign off, and it's been a pleasure. Until next year, you've been watching the Belton 4th of July Parade from downtown Belton, one of the top 10 places in America to fly your flag. So it was the 3rd of July this year, a little bit unusual, but we wish you all a safe and happy 4th of July tomorrow. Be smart out there, be safe, and be kind to everybody.
Absolutely.
Leslie, tell the folks goodbye.
See you next year, guys.
Yep.
This has been the Belton 4th of July Parade. Thanks for watching and see you next year. The Belton 4th of July Parade was proudly brought to you by